Hey guys, it's Licious Kid from ClimaxCombo, and we are back with another Leaks of the Week. I'm still really far behind, just because I've been really busy with school, lots of exams and group projects coming up, and I probably shouldn't be making this video right now, but I don't know, just a little tired of studying, need a break, so uh, I'll be doing this video instead. So, like I said, behind. So this week will feature the March 23rd to March 27th, which is about 2 weeks ago. This video will feature the Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works trial deck. The trial deck is already out. I believe it came out last week. So yeah, so if you do want to see the full list, it's already out. So I guess it isn't really much of a Leaks of the Week series. However, still I will be doing it. So yeah, I guess with that out of the way, I'll just get right to it. So first off is this 105k Shiro. He's master on weapon. What he does is when he's played from a hand to stage, choose one of your master or servant characters. It gains plus 1k until the end of the turn. Not a bad card. He has respectable stats. He's a 105k, which isn't too bad. And his on play is okay. He gives a character plus 1k until the end of the turn. He has to either give to a master or a servant, and that is kind of relevant to the set because there's a lot of different traits in the series, as you know, or as you know, if you watch the show, there's masters, servants. Some of them aren't masters or servants either. So but the bulk of the series are masters or servants. So the fact that he hits both master and servants with the plus 1k boost is quite nice. So he should be able to pump most things in your deck. Only problem is that he's yellow. I'm not a Fate master. I don't play. Fate is kind of a weak series, so I don't see it too often, and I don't own much of the cards. I own a couple cards, but I don't own that much. Yellow, not the strongest color in the series, to be honest. The best yellow cards are probably the 0-0 Clock Encore Avenger, that the global assist for Masters, probably the best yellow card, and along with the Kiritsugu Suicider. But those are level zeros. I don't really think there's a reason to play yellow seriously in the Fate build. So the fact that he's yellow kind of sucks. But this is a child deck, so for a child deck card, he's not bad. And you never know. The Unlimited Blade Works set might give yellow really good cards, and yellow might be better. So the Shiro, honestly, not the greatest card, but he's a TD card, and for a TD card, he is quite respectable. And even in a normal deck, I would think he's okay because he's 105k and he gives extra power, so not too bad. And that's it for Monday. Only one card per day this week, so shouldn't be too long of a video. Next up is the 004k TD Shiro, once again, master this time. What he does is when he's playing from hand to stage, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a level 0 or lower, place this card to rest. Um, Kinda sucks because, you know, most of the time most decks consist of, I would say, 14 to 18 level zeros. Toss in 8 climaxes in there, and let's say you're running the minimum 14. You add 8. There's 22 cards in your deck that you can hit, and the fact that he's a level 0. So if you have him on the stage, and let's say you have no level zeros in hand, you still have around 21 targets in your deck, and that's about half your deck that you can hit. So he has a pretty high chance of putting himself to rest, which does suck. Because if you put him to rest, then he can't attack for the turn, and if he can't attack, then you can't gain stock, you can't heal damage, etc., etc. You guys know the drill. But of course, he's not the worst, because there are a couple level zeros, 4Ks, that send themselves back to the deck, force you to discard a card, or make themselves disappear in some shape or form. The fact that Shiro, I guess, gets to stay on the field is not bad, because you can just put him in the back row, and next turn he can start attacking. Just if you play him, you miss, put him in the back, play another character, attack, and then next turn bring Shiro to the front, and should be okay. Only problem is if you have multiple Shiros in your hand and he's the only level 0 in your hand, then you might have a problem because they'll all be going to rest, and you'll be missing an attack for the turn. But still, for a child deck card, he is fairly solid, sitting at 4k power, and yeah, and then late game, of course, you can just use him as a free trigger check, play him, reveal the top, of course, then you know your trigger now, and of course, if he misses, let's say you reveal a level 0, just play over him, because at level 3, doesn't really matter, just try to squeeze in more damage. He's done his job with the trigger check, so not a bad trial deck card at all. not a bad trial deck card at all. I don't think I would play him in the normal builds. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I don't know the entire Fate series. If you want to splash in yellow into your Fate build, I think running the 4 level 0 Kiritsugu Suicider should suffice. However, yeah, I don't know what other 4K beaters they have to offer in yellow for Fate, but as a standalone card, I don't really like this Shido. But if Fate has no better 4K master beaters, then perhaps that he can fit the bill. But I personally don't really like him. But for a trial deck card, he's not bad. Let's go on to Wednesday, right? Just one card. Yep. On to Wednesday. 2/2 AKTD. Kind of surprised they used this art for a level 2, since they've been using this art a lot in their like cover pictures. I thought it would be like a level 3 or something, or whatever. Anyways, 2/2 AK. 2 soul, keep that in mind. For the sake of victory, Rin and Archer, Master and Servant. What they do is when this card is played from hand to stage, and you have 4 or more other Master or Servants, you may place a top card of your deck to your stock. So this card essentially costs only 1, and has another effect of during the start of your Encore phase, if you have no other character in your front row in rest, you may pay cost, which is 1. If you do, place this card back to rest. Honestly, not a huge fan of this card. First of all, if you guys have been keeping up with the series, you guys know that I'm not a huge fan of 2/2s. I just think 2/2s are kind of meh, and especially this one, it's low power. Sure, if you have a full field, then you do gain a blind stock, but you never know what the blind stock could be. It could be it could be like a climax, but I guess you can use it in conjunction with the Shido, and you know what you're going to put on the top of your deck. But still, like it's cool. It costs 1 stock hypothetically because you could because he gains himself a blind stock. However, it's a very weak power. It's 8k, which is extremely low for 2 stock. Well, essentially 1 stock, but still extremely weak. It hits for 2 soul, which is cool and all. And its last effect is like meh. During the start of your Encore phase, you have no other character in center stage and rest. You may pay cost if you do place this card to rest. I mean, yeah, you can. I guess you can just constantly ram this card, so long as you know that your other 2 characters aren't going to be reversed. Then you can keep paying 1 to keep this card alive. But even then, I still don't think it's worth paying. Like, essentially at that point, you're paying 2/2 for the 2/2, and then you can only use the effect during the start of your Encore phase. In your opponent's turn. Of course, this being pretty low power. If they have any other level 2 with respectable power or an early summon level 3, which we see many series have nowadays, this Archer / Rin is just going to get mauled, and then you essentially, paid stock for nothing. So, not a big fan of this card. Yeah, pretty weak card in general, and I think it's a pretty weak trial deck card as well. So, don't really like this card, and I kind of think it's a waste of the art, because I like this picture a lot. I think it's cool. But, oh well. Let's go on. Next up, 1/1 Shiro. He's a backup, as you can see. He's 1500 power. Oh, this is a good card. It's Master. What this does, first of all, it's a wimpy 1500 backup. However, of course, there's another effect of when you use this card's backup, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a Master or Servant, add it to your hand, then discard a card. Really good card, especially for a trial deck card. It's like the 2/1 Leafa backup that we saw in the Sword Art Online Gun Gale booster. I believe she came out in the Gun Gale booster. But anyways, it's the same thing, 2/1 Leafa, except that one's a 2/5 backup. This is only a wimpy 1500 backup. It's very low backup. However, you don't use this backup for the power. You use this backup for the first effect, which is really good. When you use the effect, you reveal the top, and if it's a Master or Servant, then you add it to your hand and discard a card. If it's a Master or Servant, you add it to your hand, meaning that's 1 less potential damage that you could have taken. Because if it's a Master or Servant, of course it's a character card, and since it is a character card, it can be taken as damage. So at level 3, the 1 extra damage that the 1 extra character that you take off the top of your deck by using this backup can really save your ass from victory or from death. So the fact that this Shido can help you live to fight another day, I think is really good. And yeah, just generally a solid card all around. If your series has a backup like this, I highly advise you run it because 1, the potential of taking away the one less damage off the top of your deck is quite crucial. Of course, if you use this backup and you don't hit a character, if you don't hit a Master or Servant, like I said before, the bulk of the Fate series is Master or Servant, so majority of your deck should be Master or Servant. The only time that it'll miss is that if you're running events, then that can suck. Um, Also, if you hit a Climax, that sucks, but even if you hit a Climax, you're going to cancel the damage anyways. So, yeah, I guess not as good if you reveal a Climax, but at that point, having the safety net of the Childe is really nice. So overall, the Childe is a very solid card, and since it's a very solid card and it's extremely solid in a trial deck. So good job, Childe. If a trial deck came with 2 of these, I think that would be really awesome. I'm not too sure on the ratios of the trial deck, but still, really solid trial deck card and just solid card all around. Kind of sucks, I guess, since some of the master builds use they build up a lot of stock with the they just build a lot of stock with the Clock Encore Avenger, and then they run the 3/3 heal event, pay 3, heal 3. I think that's kind of a popular build, so I guess it would kind of suck with the Childe if you're running 4 of that event, having a lot of events, but still a solid card. Just off topic. And lastly, the level 3 for the trial deck is the 3/2 10k Ring, Master and Jewel. No surprise since the Unlimited Blade Works arc, I should say arc slash route is mainly focused on Rin, so her becoming the level 3 of the trial deck is not a surprise at all. So 3/2 10k 2 soul, Master and Jewel as per usual. What she does is when she's playing from hand to stage, she may heal, and she has another effect of when your other Master or Servant characters declare an attack, this card gains plus 1k until the end of the turn. Not the strongest level 3, but still decent level 3 nonetheless. It's a healer, so a trial deck having a healer is already not bad right off the bat. And it can hit 12k power if you attack with your other 2 characters first, which is not bad at all. Very basic level 3, nothing too surprising here, but I guess not the worst either. I kind of like the art, it's pretty cool too. So kind of bland, but it's a trial deck, so shouldn't be too surprised. At least the trial deck level 3 is actually pretty playable. It's a master that heals. I'm trying to think at the top of my head with the very small knowledge of Fate that I have. I think the other good healer is the Archer Rin from the old booster, the Archer Rin that combos with the +2 soul. I believe that one's Master and Servant. That one combos with the +2 soul. If Fate gets if Unlimited Blade Works offers maybe a better game ender than the Archer and Rin combo, then because the Archer and Rin is heals, but if you're not using the Climax combo, then there's no real point to running that. So perhaps if there are better level 3 Climax combos in the new upcoming Unlimited Blade Works series, and you want a good master, if you want a master healer, let's say the Unlimited Blade Works doesn't offer any other master healers, then perhaps this Rin will be used instead because she is a master and she is a healer. Non-climax combo related. So let's say the Archer and Rin climax combo, let's say it's just not as good as another climax combo gonna be showing up in the Unlimited Blade Works series, then perhaps this Archer and Rin will have a use, or I'm sorry, perhaps this Rin will have a use because it's a healer and it's a master trait. So yeah, just trying to be positive here. Like I said, I know it's not a very good card, but just trying to see the potential that this card may offer in the future. So yeah, but definitely not a bad trial deck card. And that is all for this week. Only a 14-minute video, probably the shortest that we have had in a very long time. But these cards alone are actually quite solid for a trial deck. Like I said, the level 3 Rin. If the Archer and Rin level 3 comes out of flavor, then I think this Rin may actually be of quite some use. Childe, probably the best card this week. Honestly, I don't like this card. Childe, not a bad level 0 for a trial deck. And don't know what other master beaters the series has to offer, so not too sure on this card. And lastly, this Childe, not bad, but it's yellow. But you never know, yellow may offer some extra goodies to the series. And that is all for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.